Messes with my stuff. So in this game, I was going for a domination victory. I spawned right here,
Apart from the
and
sanity.
I met Lady Six Guy to my west, and then the Creed to my south. And I had no idea who I wanted to attack. I definitely wasn't going to attack her because she was going to be way too strong. But then I met Harold of Norway to my north, and I conquered him ASAP. And it's funny because I had all this land, and there's mountains right here, so I was not worried about anybody settling over here. And I was like, oh, the only person I have to worry about is Coupe. And sure enough, guess who settled here? Coupe. So I took his city. But then right after that, I put a pause on my domination spree because I was in the medieval era or the Renaissance era, but the Cree was like in the industrial era. Like his units were over here while I was pushing out, while I was barely getting out. I didn't even have musketmen yet, so I couldn't attack him. So I had to put a pause on my domination spree, focus on science, and maybe I can find some uranium and bomb them. Alright, let's see. Is there a good way to reduce production times by a lot? I noticed that when I started a second town apart from everyone, I saw that even getting a word took 70 days, and it seemed like a whole bunch. Yes, that is very true. And here is a very, very, very important tip. When you first put down a city, you're not going to want to focus on production. Your city placement is going to be based entirely on food. And now when I say that, that doesn't mean that you want to settle by an area that has like only food tiles. You want to settle at an area where there's like a tile like this, like these, like one or two tiles in that vicinity, and a lot of them have a lot of hills, a lot of rainforest, or forest on hills, because those have a lot of production. And so when you first start, you're going to want to have your citizen focus on the highest food tile possible, because the only way that you can get production in this game is if you have citizens, and these citizens have to work the tiles. And the more citizens you have, the more tiles that you have. And then those tiles are going to be high production. Then boom, those cities are going to be up and running very, very fast. Okay, it's the Arctic's here. Oh, you know what? I am on continents and islands. Or maybe just continents. I'm not sure. I don't remember. There's not going to be too much of, like, just land up here. But gosh darn it, I need oil. But yeah, you're going to want to start focusing on food whenever you put down a new city. Oh, we have a forest fire. Oh no. Oh, please don't hit my industrial zone. And then when you feed your town and you gain more population, your production increases as well. Okay, very good. First neighborhood district. I only need 3 more era score for... Actually, you know what? For a heroic age, because I'm in a dark age right now. Very interesting. Let's see. Am I researching any new technologies and any eras? I think... Okay, that makes sense. Right. So I'm going to get chemistry first, get booming on my science, and then I'll be able to rush rocketry. And then right after I get rocketry, I'm gonna go for combined arms to see if I have uranium. Before I get rocketry, I'll be able to see if I have aluminum in my territory due to researching radio as well. Let's do that. We need more culture. As soon as I become communist, oh my gosh, my science is going to be ridiculous. I might hit 350 science. It's going to
Here
be
at
very
our
high. The
sea-washed
Statue
sunset gates shall
of
stand
Liberty.
A mighty woman with
Beautiful.
a torch whose flame
Beautiful.
is the imprisoned lightning.
I love how it's bronze in the beginning, but of course over time, it changes green. Now this is bad. Not because I came in 3rd place. Well, I mean, of course that's never good. But because Shaka is at 15 diplomatic points right now. Or, excuse me, 14. Okay. That's better. Oof. I really hope he doesn't win the competition with the aid competition. That would be horrible. That would be terrible. You need production, so let's get some builders. Very, very good. Let's get a shipyard first for some more production. Focus on gold. Our economy is doing very well right now. 330 gold per turn. That's very good. And we've actually found some land up here. Oh my gosh, a gutty hut. I can't wait to see what they give us. Let's see. Let's see. That's crazy how you're on turn 230 and have so much. I need to get better because I really enjoy this game. Is there any way to need less turns in technology trees? Sorry for asking all these questions. By the way, I just want to be best and go out tomorrow. Oh, no. Please ask as many questions as you want. That is why I'm here, my friend. I'm here to help you because I'm telling you, I'm a video game lover. I've been playing video games ever since I was a little kid. And this franchise... it's a long story, but sometimes I would get grounded and the only video game I could play is Civ. So safe to say, like, I just love this game so much and I'm more than happy to help you with it. And yes, there's a couple things that you can do. So when you create a game, you can actually go to the game speed and you can change that. Right now I'm on standard speed. And that means that there's 500 turns in the game. And you can make it 2 modes faster. You can turn it to quick, I believe, which is like 330 turns. And then you can do online speed, which is like 250 turns. And now I actually do recommend changing it to online speed so you can get as many reps as you can with this game. Because when I first got this game back, it was November of 2017. Yeah, November of 2017. I was playing on online difficulty, and I was just starting a game, restarting, like, keep on going. It's like you have to keep trying because you will... I'm still learning things to this day. And there's a streamer that I watched. He has over 4,000 hours, and he actually still finds new things in this game as well because there's just so many things in this game. But anyways, yes, make sure that when you create a game, change the game speed to online, because for me in a standard game, when I first start, these 3, they're always going to cost about 10 turns to research. For online speed, I think it cuts it down by half, so like 5. So your games will be a lot faster, and then you'll be getting in those reps, and then you'll just be getting better and better and better. Okay, World Congress. Actually... Oh, yes. Yes, I need this. Oh, no, I don't have diplomatic points. Shoot. I really needed that, though, so I can make a culture bomb against Poundmaker, because he kind of took some of my territory. Let's do diamonds, because I know I have a lot of diamonds. Oh, and Shaka needs to lose diplomatic points, please. Please. This is actually pretty big. Of course. Nice. Now, Truffles did not win. That's great. Oh, Jay doesn't grant any amenities. That's crazy. And did Shaka vote for me? I highly doubt it. Nice.
Chemistry.
Okay, awesome. Nice. And I just researched chemistry. Let's go. Okay, over here in Panama. What do I want to put here? I am having an amenity problem, so I think this would be a good idea. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can just buy these. I'm cool with that. 1, 2, 3. I do want this too. So I'm gonna build 2 districts. I'm gonna build an encampment, right? Or excuse me, a entertainment complex there, and then I'm going to build that there. Let's get rid of our builders. Yes, I'm so. Oh, and I'm going to get a heroic age as well, which is very good. And we're going to beeline it towards rocketry. We shall see if we have aluminum on our territory in about 5 turns. Let's see, have I ever used nukes or got to a point where you could nuke a city? Oh, yes, 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 my friend. And nuking is a very, very good strategic way for domination victories, because sometimes you're running out of time, and the only way that you can win the game is if you nuke cities, and then you have a unit rush in there to take their capital right before someone wins a space victory or anything else. And let's see. Let me show you about nukes here. So for nukes, you're obviously going to need uranium. You're going to need to research nuclear fission and complete the Manhattan Project that will allow you to build a nuclear device. This nuclear device, once you drop it on a tile... Whoa, that sounded crazy. That sounded real crazy. Okay, I gotta relocate. Oh my gosh, that really spooked me. All right, so let's look at Taj here. So if we dropped a nuke on the Taj Mahal, the surrounding tiles will be obliterated. And now what that means is that all the tiles, all improvements, all districts, destroyed. You can get those back, of course, but the thing is that these tiles will be contaminated with nuclear fallout. And the only way you can get rid of that is, I think, a military engineer, I believe. Now, the big nukes, my guy. The big nukes. The thermonuclear device. If we dropped this on Taj Mahal, these tiles, and then the next layer of tiles will be decimated. And now, if you get really lucky, this is a perfect example, my guy. If you drop a thermonuclear device on this tower right here, you will destroy this city, and that city at the same damn time. That is amazing. 1 nuke, 3 cities obliterated. These cities can't do anything. Well, if they have their district, well, first of all, their population is going to take a huge loss. So their production is going to take a huge hit. And it takes a lot of turns to bounce back from that, because once you drop the big nuke, it takes 20 turns for the thermonuclear radiation to go away. That is crazy. So I love nukes, and anyone that pisses me off, like this guy, especially because he does this thing right here, wait for it. Yep, you're getting nuked. You are getting nuked, my friend. Yep, yes sirree. Oh, I can't wait to go booming in science right now. We don't need that right now. What I'm thinking about, yes, I'm going to go for this one, so I can just buy spaceports. That's a little scary. So I'm just going to grab that and bail. Wow. You're definitely getting nuked. And you just stuck your tongue. He upsets me, Asiri. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Asiri? Nah, definitely not that last one. That sounds disrespectful. My apologies. I am sorry. You want 3 diplomatic points? Is that really worth it? No, dude. Oh, that hurts. That makes me want to send... Okay. Alright. Okay. See, so science is the better way to go for... Okay, so you always want to have great science because science is either it's when you pivot. Okay, let's say you go for a domination victory or a culture victory or even a diplomatic victory or even faith. Let's say like you're going really hard in that victory type, but you don't think that you'll be able to win the game fast enough. That's why you always want. I'm taking a huge loss in coal right here. I need to fix that. Sorry about that. The interruption. But anyways, you want to make sure that your science is always up, so that worst case scenario, you pivot and you can get a science victory and still win the game. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I want to. Well, let's do that. You're basically going to need science for any victory type too, because you'll need science for culture so you can research. Flight is the way you win culture victories is through tourism, not the culture that you generate here, but the tourism that you generate from this culture. It's very confusing. Basically any tile that produces culture, once you research flight, it allows that for any tile that is producing culture to produce tourism as well. You also get tourism from national wonders. Did I say national wonders? World wonders, which is where is the one I just built? Oh, wait, what? No. I definitely built it. Mount St. Mitchell? Oh, here it is. Okay. Whew, I was tripping out there. So you get tourism from wonders. You get it from improvements like seaside resorts, improvements from city states, national parks, rock bands, and policy cards. Oh, and if you're doing a culture victory, you want to be friends with basically everybody. You always want to have open borders, and you want to be trading with them as well, because you produce more culture that way with those civilizations. Okay, our science is doing very well right now. I just need the cities that have campuses are going to. Nice, we blocked that flood from our dam. But yeah, any cities that have campuses are going to have research labs soon, which is good. Oh, science is booming. Oh, yeah, the barbarians. Okay. You go here, you go here. I want a decent amount of llaneros, because I don't want any problems. Do I have a general? I do not have a great general. Okay. Damn, I have a lot of llaneros. Muchos llaneros. Okay. All right. Wait, who else is fascist? Oh, there's a really completed rocketry as well. That's a little
Once you
concerning.
have tasted flight,
Little concerning. Instantly creates a battleship. Okay, with an extra gold coal per turn. Okay, I'm actually going to need that. Where did I get that, Admiral? Here. I wish I had Helicanarsis. Or actually, that doesn't even work with admirals anymore. Going to delete this so I can get coal. And I really only have 2 places that are generating coal. I have no strategic resources. It's really upsetting. Who has coal? Let's see. What was the first one? Okay, yeah. Assyria, yeah. Walter. Hey, thank you for letting me know what your first name is. I appreciate that. Let's see. It's taken over the kingdoms primarily to wipe out or take over Russia. Let's see. Ha ha ha. You're talking about dominating Russia, right? Well, Walter. Do you know about world history, my friend? It is safe to say that you might be able to apply that to Civilization 2 crazy enough because the developers did a great job with Russia, my friends. With Russia, especially if they are settled in the tundra, it is very, very hard to attack them. Let me explain why. So the developers, due to history, they made it so that any civilization that is at war with Russia and gets hit by a blizzard in Russia tundra territory, they take 100% damage. Meaning that, maybe it's not 100% damage, but I think they take 75% damage. And it's just because of history. You know, Napoleon tried to do it, failed. Hitler tried to do it, failed. It's because the winters in Russia, nobody can stand them but Russia. And to add on to that ability, all Russian troops, when hit with a blizzard inside their territory, they take no damage. But troops against a civilization that is at war with Russia, they take extra damage. That is hard. That is tough. My personal take, I would only go after Russia if you have planes and uranium or giant death robots, because you might have an army, a beautiful army with promotions, and you can easily lose those guys in just one bad storm. Just all it takes is just one bad storm. No, I can't afford to give you coal right now. I really hope I have uranium because I'm not going to have enough resources to power my cities. And you know what, these research labs are going to require a lot of power. So I think I'm going to have to I might have to rush to satellites. Yeah, right after I get rocketry, I'm gonna have to go to... Oh, okay, so this is very new in Civilization. They added it to the DLC last year. So this is the Giant Death Robots, the latest unit in the game of Civilization. And this unit actually gets upgraded with these technologies. If you have not seen this yet, this is from the Gathering Storm expansion, and I highly recommend you get it because they add so much cool things to the game. But anyways, the Giant Death Robot. Let's look at the stats. 130 melee strength and 120 range strength. Okay, this unit cannot do promotions. It cannot get promotions, but with, let's see, there's 6 technologies here. With 4 or 5 of these technologies, they actually give the robot more promotions, and these promotions are the ranged attack does 100% more damage to districts, more damage against anti-air. It's able to jump over mountains. It's pretty crazy. And what's really cool about these is that these things run off of uranium, and they consume 3 uranium per turn, so it's not easy to maintain these things. And they cost 15 gold per turn. They are very, very expensive. Very expensive. Yeah, shoot. I need coal so bad. Am I able to trade somebody? America has coal. Come on, man. I feel like he's not going to give it to me. What will it take for 20 gold? Or coal, excuse me. You know, that's not a bad frickin' deal. That's not a bad frickin' deal, Teddy. That is not a bad deal. I think we're still trading some luxury resources to him too. How much longer until, let's see, it's about 19 turns. Okay, so it's gonna be a while, but I don't want to run out of coal because I need to keep my cities powered, at least until I research satellites so I can make improvements that give me power of my own. So I'm going to shock as aluminum. Let's see here. Let's see how much 50 gold coal will cost us. 50. 30, 40 gold per turn. Honestly, usually that's a lot of money. And I really wouldn't make deals like this, but I am so desperate for resources right now. Very, very desperate. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Desperately need it. Now I don't have to worry about powering those things. Let's get sewers. I would like Mitlow back, please. Thank you. Or actually, that's not. That doesn't really matter. I think I might push it towards the industrial city-states. That makes more sense. Let's get our troops in the water. We'll explore over here. I don't think anyone has settled over here. If that's the case, I guarantee you there's at least going to be a decent amount of oil over there.
It is arguable whether the human...
Someone has made a special... What is it? Yeah, special session. Let's work on our amenities. Okay, you get a research lab. Okay, so with envoys. Now, the first thing that you should know with envoys is that whenever you are the first civilization to meet a city-state, you automatically get one envoy. And now these envoys give you bonuses, but these depend on the city-state type. And now we have religious city-states, industrial city-states, science city-states, culture city-states, and trade city-states. You can tell by the color. So white is faith, orange is production, blue is science, purple is culture, and yellow is trade. And so each time you put one envoy there, you will always get this bonus unless you are at war with the city-state itself or the suzerain of the city-state. And now when you put one envoy there, you get +2 faith in your capital for the faith city-states, +2 production, and I'm pretty sure it's +2 science, +2 culture, and then I think it's +4 gold. Yep, there we go. Oh, and with military, sorry about that. And with militaristic city-states, you get +2 production for producing units. And now, when you put 3 envoys on these city-states, it now depends on the first tier building of that district. So, for example, for the campus, the first tier building is the library. For the theater square, it's the amphitheater. For the trade, it's either going to be the lighthouse or a market. For the industrial, it's going to be a workshop. And then for faith, it's going to be a shrine. And then for the militaristic, it's going to be a barracks and stable. And now when you have 3 envoys in said city-state, that means that if you have these buildings, that you will... Excuse me. My mouth is very dry for some reason. It's probably because I'm talking a lot. Okay, there we go. So you'll receive more yields for whatever synergizes with the city state. So faith, production, more science, more culture, more gold, and then production for making units. And then when you hit the last one, it's the second tier building. Or, excuse me, is it? Yes, the second tier building. So it's going to be factories, universities, amphitheaters, or art museums, shipyards, or banks, and then armories. And the best thing about city states, which I'm sure you know, is that each city state has a unique ability. And when you become a suzerain of said city state, you get these unique abilities. So, oh, here's a really good one since you were asking about domination. So the Akkad city state. First, I do believe that this city state is in one of the DLC packs. It might be, I think it's in Rise and Fall. No. I think it's in Gathering Storm. But anyway, this one is probably the best militaristic city state because this means that your melee and anti-cav units attacks do full damage to city walls. So that means that if you're attacking somebody that has a wall here, you don't need a battering ram to break down the walls faster. You don't need a siege tower to ignore the walls and go after the city health. And this greatly increases the speed of your domination. So Akkad is definitely a fan favorite in the Civ community. And if you have Reddit, well, if you don't, I suggest that you join it. But if you already do, please join the Civ community, r/Civ, because that is definitely my favorite community on Reddit, and they are very, very helpful. And you can learn a lot of things there. No. Yes, Lisbon is a trade city-state. And I forgot what they do, so let's take a look here. Lisbon. And if you don't like have an idea of what something does, or even if you want to like do some research on a certain civilization or a leader or anything, this Civlopedia provides you with all of that. Like you can look up different gray people and see what they're about. You can look up different city states and read about their past. Let's see, Lisbon. Your traders are immune to being plundered on water tiles. That's pretty big, especially if Germany's in your game and you're at war with them because they're U-boats. Very scary, my friend. Okay, let's put a aerodrome here. Very good production in my capital. 130 production. I can get a lot more, I believe. I can probably get it up to like 150. Maybe. Alright, let's put all these guys here so they can all get on board at the same time. We shall remain friends with Shaka Zulu. Okay, let's see what we're gonna get here. Very interesting. So that was a very religious tribal village that we stumbled upon there. Very funny. See, what I tell you, I knew there was going to be some oil over here. There's always a good amount of oil in Tundra. And what's crazy is that if you're playing as Canada, that means that you're going to be generating 6 oil per turn because you get 100% more yields, or resources whenever you improve a resource in tundra and snow. My friend got really upset that Germany obliterated him on water but didn't know why. Yeah, it's crazy because I believe that U-boats are actually they can't be seen by regular submarines either. unless you're right next to it. So those U-boats are just lurking in the water, and they get +5 or +10 more combat strength whenever they're in ocean tiles. So whenever you're sending a navy out there, like, it's really, really scary because Germany just might destroy your navy. And if you're at war with Germany and you're trading with another civilization and you have international trade routes over the ocean, you're gonna be boosting Germany's economy at that point. Because if you want to be smart and if you want to play as Germany, you want, as soon as you get privateers, you don't really want to focus much on a navy as Germany, but when you get the privateer, you're really going to rank that up. You're going to want to rank that up. So you're going to want to do that because the promotion tree for the raider units, you can get bonus gold from plundering traders. So you can get so much money. And if you have the policy card for +50% more yield for pillaging, ridiculous trade. I have so much movement. Okay, so that is only because of, well, it's two things. Because I'm Gran Colombia, his special ability is +1 movement to all units, and that's like, it's so basic, but it's so strong, let me tell you, especially for domination. Movement is big in domination. And I also get another +1 movement from my Comandante General here. So yeah, my Llaneros over here, fast boys. Fast boys. Speed. They are speed. Oh, he's outside of the range. That's okay. He shouldn't take too much of a hit. Research lab, please. Okay, we should... I can put a district right here. And I'll get a +3, I believe. See, look, we're almost at 300 science. And I'm still improving my campus districts. I'm working on 4 research labs, soon to be 5, about to finish a university, working on 2 campus districts? No, just 1. Oh, maybe 2. Yeah, +2. So I might be able to shoot. I'd be able to put a water park here, and I would have to I can put an aerodrome here and put a farm there, so I can still have my farm triangle, so I won't lose any food in that city. Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna get close to like 400, 450 science. America wants to be friends. Do I just want to focus on science and be friends with the world? That's not really fun. I don't want to be friends with the world. I'm still thinking about world domination. I'm just being very smart right now and not killing off my troops. So we are not going to be... Don't pout. Don't pout on me, Theodore. I know that it was not bully, but you'll have to deal with it, yeah? Research lab. My Llaneros. Look at that. Another oil tile. Okay, let's get our general over here. Let's beat the crap out of him. Oh, I should have waited, but it's okay. Let's beat him up. Let's explore south. Let's beat you up. I should have brought him over here for a support bonus for a little bit more combat strength, but that's okay. It's just barbarians. I'm not really worried about my troops. If anything, they're gonna be a lot more scared than they're gonna be a lot more scared of me. Whatever, Coupe. Yes, that's why Shaka loves me so much.
Radio is the theater of
okay.
the mind.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. We have 2 sources of aluminum. There's one right there. And the other is right here. Now, is there any tiles that I don't own that's in between my territories that contain aluminum? By any chance? Oh, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, whoa. You were supposed to be building districts, sir. Oh, I gotta. Oh, wait, I already did my culture bomb. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Okay, that makes me happy. Yeah, screw off, Pound Maker. Taking my territory like that. Nice. So I can put haciendas here, here. And I did grab this tile too. Okay. I'm good. Heroic Age. Campus districts provide production as well. Now, I was watching a streamer on YouTube. His name is The Game Mechanic. Give him a follow on YouTube. He's really, really good. He also streams as well. But he was saying that this doesn't help towards a science victory, and I wholeheartedly disagree. This gives you production. You need production for science. Regardless. Okay, so I'm gonna want to do Heartbeat Steam, improve spies, and to arms. No, grabbing Coupe's capital really isn't that big of a deal. And I don't... well, it doesn't really matter anyways. Oh, I'm producing a lot of carbon. Oops. I'll think about going after Coupe. I'll think about it. I honestly might just focus on finishing this game up with a science victory. 5-year plan is great. We do not have international trade routes, really. Raj would be pretty good. Or do we... we could get more culture. Let's do that. I don't think it's going to be that much of an improvement. Yeah, only 5. I'm definitely going to switch out that policy card because we can do something else with that. What type of government should I strive for since I want to dominate everything essentially? Okay. So the governments that you're going to want to go for domination victories, once you hit political philosophy, you're definitely going to go for oligarchy. The reason being is that your land, or excuse me, your melee and your anti-cav and your naval melee units all gain +4 combat strength, which is really huge. Plus, they also gain plus 20% unit experience whenever they engage in battle. Now, the next is going to be monarchy. And this one is really weird because you're going to want to focus on civics like military training. But to get to monarchy, you're going to have to go through... I mean, you'll normally go through mysticism, no problem. But to get to monarchy, you'll have to go through theology and then get there. And this, you really want monarchy because you'll have 3 military policy cards. So that's really important because you'll be improving or upgrading your units around the medieval and the Renaissance and the industrial era. So you're gonna want the policy card that makes your units cheaper to upgrade, and maybe even like just bonus production towards units. And of course, the 3rd tier government is going to be fascism, which you get +5 combat strength, and a lot of production towards units, like +50%. It's ridiculous. And now the big thing about this is that when you make a district, this district right here, the government plaza, this is very important because each time you complete a government plaza building, you'll be able to... There will be a policy card that pops up that will give you this bonus, the +4 combat strength of oligarchy. So you'll be able to have +4 combat strength because you'll have this policy card, and then because you're rocking fascism, you'll also have +5 combat strength because you're in that government. And that just gives you insane combat bonuses, and you'll be able to take over the world, my guy. And I'm about to hit communism in 3 turns. Very exciting. And the reason why I'm going for communism and not something like democracy is very good if you want to be friendly towards the entire world and you have trade routes going to everybody. I'm not really friends with Lady Six Guy, and nor do I want to. Wow, Coupe has a city right here? Oh no, Cardiff. Oh, that's really sad. But anyways, and I don't want to be friends with the Kree, and those are the easiest trade routes I can get. I do have an ally overseas. Well, a friend, I should say. Now he's my ally. Oh, snap. I can see his territory now because we have a level 2 alliance. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I do have an ally over the sea, but I don't have any trade routes going to him. So the ability or the bonus that I get for being a democratic or having a democratic government, which you can see is having a trade route to ally cities provide +4 food and +4 production for both cities. That's crazy. But since I'm not really trading with any of my allies, I'm going for communism. Now, communism is great if you want to, if you're neighboring civs, like you're not friends with them, you're not trading with them, and if you want to focus on science, this is perfect because this gives you bonus production and science. Excuse me. Oh snap! I gained a new Great General. All land units within 2 tiles regain all movement and attack capability. That's crazy. That means that like I could have a melee unit attack 3 times in a turn. If he has the promotion tree of let me show you. If he has this promotion, 1 additional attack per turn if movement allows, can move after attacking. So he gets 2 attacks, and if I retire my Great General, he would have 3 attacks. That is nuts. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, let's get my Yanetto over here. Look how much oil there is. Where was that tribal guy? Oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and get him. Interesting. These villagers know about steel. These guys are smart over here. I don't know. Little twist it. Oh, I didn't bring my Great General over to help them in battle. Oops. It's okay. I think Lady Six Guy is starting to like me. She's no longer unfriendly towards me. Goodbye. Ouch. That was rude. You want to see something cool about Gran Colombia too? Watch this. Promotion. And I can still attack. Actually, if I'm gonna be honest, Gran Colombia might be, I think he's top 3 domination civ. Okay, I really want some cities over here because there is 12 oil per turn just sitting here that I really could use. And actually, I'm gonna bust out 2 sellers. Where am I gonna put this? I can probably get rid of the farm. Yeah, I can get rid of the farm. Okay. I'm gonna have to put a spy on my government plaza. Then you build the Venetian, because why not? Then we could put a theater square there too for some bonus culture. That would help. Golden War on Cupid. You have nothing against my llaneros, ese. You have nothing. Hit you from the back, cabrón. Yeah, I'm definitely putting some cities here. I need that oil. Really need that oil. In fact, I think I'm going to... Six, 14 turns. Do I want to pay Teddy again for some more coal? Or do I want to go to electricity so I can save up on coal? Oops, sorry. I think I'm gonna buy more coal from Theodore. I really don't want to do it, but I feel like I don't really have a choice. Okay. Nidaros. Not really. Sorry. Bro, keep demanding stuff, bro. Keep demanding stuff, bro. We hit 300 science.
When you launch a rocket, there's
Rocketry. Oh look. Actually, we can try and get that. Let's try to do that. You keep exploring. I'm sure there's gonna be some more. Oh,